Tonight, one woman's harrowing story of how she was sexually assaulted by someone she met at Pride a year ago.
Her assault, though, is only part of the story. So is the system as her case is dragged on for a year. Tom Lydon has her story of perseverance and pride.
I would estimate that I remember about a minute of the entire night.
Caitlin, who asked us not to use her last name, has spent the last year trying to put together the pieces of what happened that night, exactly 1 year ago, at the Minneapolis Pride block party.
I had 3 drinks that night, to be exact.
The images coming in fragments.
I was dancing with my friend Emily. Memories slowly started coming back, but in about 2 to 3 second long flashes that I had been with this man who I had no idea who he was. He was a complete stranger.
She remembers sitting in the stranger's car in a parking ramp.
At one point, I remember him stating to me that, maybe I'm not really a lesbian.
Next, she's in a home, maybe his.
I still don't know to this day where I was brought.
Where she says she was raped.
I, recall brief parts of actually being assaulted.
Her only clear memory is being dropped off in downtown Minneapolis early Monday morning with a broken leg. She has no recollection of how it happened. She went to the hospital to get a rape kit performed and a blood sample drawn. On her phone, a text message she sent to a friend around bar closing. "Help, I'm scared." Then the stranger sent her an invitation on Snapchat. She provided all this to the Minneapolis Police Sex Crimes Unit, but the detective, a woman, seemed skeptical.
Being spoken to in this manner, that as though I was the perpetrator or as though I had fault in this situation.
Then she waited. Months went by without a word.
And was often honestly treated as a burden for even reaching out, wondering what was going on.
It wasn't until February, 8 months after the sex assault, she says, that the detective got around to interviewing the suspect, and only then by phone, who told police the sex was consensual.
Which is just absolutely wild to me, considering my sexuality. I am a lesbian. I am not interested in men whatsoever.
The rape kit in toxicology came back 10 months later, April 20th, and showed Benadryl, a drug she hadn't taken in years, which in high doses with other substances can be used as a date rape drug to render victims unconscious. Then earlier this month, on June 8th, nearly a year later, the Hennepin County attorney told her they were declining to file criminal charges because they couldn't prove the case to a jury beyond a reasonable doubt.
The very first thing he said to me was that he 100% believed that this man sexually assaulted me and that this is a bad man.
Minneapolis police still show the case is active. In a recent 4-year period, the Hennepin County Attorney's Office received more than 1,300 sexual assault cases. Nearly half, 48%, were declined for prosecution. 43% led to charges. Of those cases, 63% resulted in a conviction. 20% were dismissed, 7% acquitted, and another 7% plea bargained to lesser charges. In a statement to Fox 9, a spokesperson says they've prioritized prosecuting sexual assaults facilitated by drugs and alcohol, but that it's extremely difficult to develop physical evidence to demonstrate incapacitation, a requirement under state law. And despite a thorough investigation, this unfortunate reality is true in this case. Caitlin, by the way, is not naive to how the system works. She's a victim witness coordinator for a city prosecutor.
I think that if you only prosecuted the cases where there is 100% proof that a crime was committed by this individual, what is the purpose of a jury? What is the purpose of trial?
With 11 screws and a plate in her leg, Caitlin was unable to drive, unable to work for 3 months. She's been left in debt and doubt. And yet she plans on returning to Pride this year. Having lost so much, she refuses to let the stranger take that too.
I am going to celebrate it. I know it's going to be difficult, but I'm going to try and build a positive association with that weekend, even if it's hard.
Tom Lydon, Fox 9.
Now, Minneapolis police handled 800 sex offense cases last year. A spokesperson said they were unable to comment on the specifics of Caitlin's case.
There are things that you can do to protect yourself at large festivals and concerts. Have a plan. If you attend the event with friends, keep an eye out for one another and leave together. Protect your drink. Don't leave it unattended and don't accept drinks from strangers. And watch your friends' drinks as well. Trust your gut, and if something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't, and you may need to seek help.